get the strobe set up? Strobe back here. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. 1 2 testing 1 2 3 4 test 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 testing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
I need them too. Matt needs them too. Oh, you do? Alaska's 11, 12, and 21. Kiana Engel. Megan Mullins, Jennifer McKean. Yep. Okay. We're going to be starting our press conference shortly with Tufts at 2:30 for the Division III Women's Basketball Championship game. Joining us now on the dais from Tufts, we have head coach Carla Berube, student athletes Lauren Dillon, Emma Roberson, and Michaela North. We will take questions for anyone up on the dais. We will start with a comment from head coach Berube.
Well, we're really excited to be here in Indianapolis. Thank you to the NCAA for having this joint Division I, II, and III championships. We're excited and thrilled to the city of Indianapolis. What a welcome on Friday night we had, and since then we've been treated like rock stars. So like I said, we're thrilled. I'm really proud of my student athletes and my team and our program and our university, and hope we can showcase our product of Division III basketball in the best way we can. And we're excited to play on the Bankers Life Fieldhouse court. We're excited to be here.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take questions. We have microphone holders in the back. Please raise your hands down here in the front.
Hi, Carla. Pat Eatonrod from the Associated Press. Can you talk about this matchup between offense and defense that you're going to face? I mean, obviously you faced them last year, but this is a team that averages 92 points a game, and you guys give up, 44 or something. So how do you see that working out?
Yeah, they're a very talented offensive team, and I think you have to give them a lot of credit too. They're a very good defensive team as well. I don't think they just play on one end of the floor. So it's going to take a great effort from us on the defensive end, and try to not stop them, but hold them to under what they're normally averaging. They get a lot in transition, so it's going to be important for us to get back defensively and not allow easy scoring opportunities for them. With our defense, we want to make teams have to work for what they get. So in these past 14 days that we've been practicing, we've been working on our defense a lot. And then the other key is, we've got to score the basketball. We're not going to hold them to 44 points. I don't think that. I mean, that would be really amazing, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we've got to score the basketball. So it's gonna, we want to make it into a grudge match, and hopefully, defense wins.
Question over here.
Creighton Raps from Hero Sports. I'll direct us to the student athletes. So, Michaela, first of all, talk about, I guess, you guys obviously play in a lot of smaller gyms, completely different from here. What's been the adjustment like, I guess, when you've been going through practices and getting used to the sight lines and depth perception here at Bankers Life?
Yeah, it's a ginormous gym that we're definitely not used to. The only thing I can compare it to is Calvin from last year, which was also a pretty big gym. But we've been able to get some shots up, and we're having another shoot around today to kind of get used to the depth perception, and I think we'll be able to work it out. I mean, a basketball court's a basketball court, so we just have to play our game.
Question down here.
Hey, Coach, Doug Farmer with the AP. You alluded to you've had a lot of practice between your last game and this one. This is obviously very neat to have other three divisions together, but as a coach, is it tougher knowing that the biggest game of your season is 2 weeks after your last one, whatever it may be, to decide a title for you guys?
It's been different. It's been nice also. I mean, I think we're a little banged up, after the Warper game in Columbus, and so that time off has been good for our bodies. It's also given my staff and myself some time to really prepare for one championship game, and so we'll see what it's done to the student athletes on the court. Hopefully we're still sharp. We've been playing some really good basketball in March. It's now April, so we've never played in April before, so we'll see what happens. I think to have these championships here at the Division I Final Four, I would do it every year if that could be the case. We'll take 2 weeks off to be here because it's been just an amazing experience and a lifetime memories for my student athletes that I'm so happy that they can experience.
Question right here.
Jim Fuller, New Haven Register. For the three players, I understand Tufts is an amazing academic institution, but run me through with Coach Berube. What was it about her sales pitch, her passion, her vision that made you realize that was going to be the right college for you?
Do you want to start that, Michaela, and then we'll go down the line?
Sure. I mean, when I first visited Tufts, it was mainly because of my mom, actually. I'm fourth generation there, so I always had Tufts, like, on my radar. But, I mean, when I met with the coaches, I knew that they just understood the game and had a love for it. And so I wanted to go to a school that kind of mixed academics and athletics and where all the players would just want to win all the time.
Yeah, in addition to what Mick said, Coach obviously was an amazing player. She's even a better coach, I think. So just the experience she has, the knowledge she has, you can't really compare that to any other Division III coach. Also the assistant coaches she has next to her. And for me, it was also mainly the team coming to campus and meeting and visiting with the team. Realizing it was a place you could really fit in with the girls was huge.
Yeah, for me, I was looking at a couple other NESCACs, and they're pretty similar all around, but for me it was Coach was the main reason why I came to Tufts. All of our philosophies matched up. She's all about defense, as you know, and that's how I've grown up playing basketball. And yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. A question right down here in the front.
For all three players, can you talk about Moss as a player, and what do you do to stop her? What did you do last year? What did you learn from that?
We'll start with Michaela again.
Yeah, I mean, she's a huge offensive threat. So, I mean, I think we have some great defensive players that hopefully will be able to limit her scoring. Last year, she kind of just took it to us offensively, and I mean, hopefully this year it'll be different.
Yeah, she's an amazing player. I don't think you can stop her scoring, but I think you can limit her touches and just try and make her work for every shot she takes. The thing about Thomas More is she's not their only offensive threat. They're a whole team, so we really need to key in on her, but we also need to limit the other players as well.
Yeah, Moss is a very dynamic player. She can play inside, she can play outside. I think we're really lucky to have some of the best defenders in, I think, Division III, who can also play on the inside and outside, and Emma and Melissa Baptista. So I think if we limit Moss, then we can win the game. Question right here from Doug.
For all three of you guys, obviously you're here to play a game tomorrow, but I'm sure you're taking in the other parts of the Final Four. And just what's the experience been like for you, and what's been the neatest thing that you've been or had in the last 24, 48 hours?
We'll start with Michaela again.
Yeah, I mean, getting the Division I and II treatment has been amazing. And we've never done anything like this. No media, no video shoots or anything like that. So, I mean, just the overall, like, experience, I guess, of getting this kind of treatment and making us feel important, and, like, police escorts. It's just been a lot of fun.
My favorite thing so far was going to see the Indy 500 track. That whole night was awesome. The food, the fireworks, everything was really cool. So it's been incredible. I think, too, being able to share it. We have a lot of alumni coming back, our family, so being able to share it as a program as a whole has been awesome.
Yeah, I think limiting it down to one favorite thing is just impossible. This whole experience has been so amazing. I think we came in knowing this was going to be life-changing, and it's just exceeded all of our expectations. We haven't even played the game yet, and it's just been, we just feel very lucky to be here. Question right here, Jim.
For Carla, we talked to Morgan Valley yesterday. She was talking about the dinner when you got here. You, Shay, and her were together, kind of, not really three generations, but three separate areas of UConn. What was that like, kind of reconnecting, and how much do you think your UConn background has helped you build the program you built?
Well, first of all, it was a great experience, just chatting with them, and you know, I played with Shay, Shay played with Morgan, so but I'm good friends with Morgan, just being, you know, fellow Huskies. So yeah, I mean, I think it has a huge amount of you know, of just the experience that I had at UConn. You know, I'm a product of that environment, so a lot of who I am is what I've learned at my days at Connecticut. You know, the way I think we defend and the toughness that we bring, you know, that's the way you have to play at Connecticut, and so that's the way I want my student athletes to play from minute 1 to minute 40. You know, the other day watching Mariah Jefferson, you know, diving over a table with a minute and 40 to go when they're up 60. You know, I mean, we're never up 60, but, you know, I want us to, you know, to play that same way. And there's so many things that I've learned at Connecticut, and whether it's off the court things that Chris Daly has taught us to the X's and O's, to the just the way you play and the way you represent your university, your program, and your team at all times. And so yeah, it's a reason why I'm sitting up here with this team was my experience at Connecticut.
Question right here in the front.
Carla, yesterday Gino got emotional when he was accepting the AP award. None of us had ever seen him be quite like that. What do you think it is about this stage of his career, or what, looking back, or what, do you think he's mellowed a little bit, or what do you think led to
I think he's just getting old, and just happens, right? Like you just, I don't know. Being 10-time national champion and going for 11th, I also think that he's really close with this senior class, and I think he wants it for them. It was great, catching up with him on Friday night, him and CD, and as a UConn alum, I'm just so incredibly proud of what they've accomplished and what that program has become, and maybe he's starting to feel it too. What he's able to do over the years, and it's been just an amazing. It's amazing to watch it from the outside, but also know that I had a little piece of that back in the day.
We have time for one last question from John.
John Sevilla from the Hartford Courant. Hey, Carla, Gino's been telling us for the last week that he's going to be at your game. And
we'll see.
Yeah, he said he's going to be there. I was wondering if you might ask him to speak to your team if you had the opportunity, if you thought that might be beneficial.
Nah. Do you guys want to hear from him? Yeah. Good thought, Sean. I don't know. No, I mean, there's so much going on for these guys. I really want to try to keep it, a little bit low key as we can, because that's what we're used to. So come tomorrow, I don't think there's going to be as much, fanfare for us, and it's going to be, we go to the grocery store, we're having turkey sandwiches in my hotel room like we do on every road trip. We're just, D3 student athletes on a big stage, so we're going to try to keep it as normal, as business as usual as possible. So, I mean, I'm sure he could get us fired up, but I'll get us fired up.
Thanks, Carla. Thank you, ladies. Joining us now on the dais from Thomas More, we have head coach Jeff Hans, student athletes Abby Owings, Olivia Huber, and Sydney Moss. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach Hans, and then we'll take questions for anyone on the dais.
Good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well. I know we are. So we're excited to be here in Indianapolis, be able to play in the national championship game with Division I, Division II, and I don't know, we're down to about 27 hours now finally before we can play. So we're looking forward to it. Another long day to wait, but we'll be ready.
We'll take questions down here in the front.
Pat Eatonrob from the Associated Press. Jeff, can you just talk about this matchup between offense and defense that we're going to see tomorrow? You guys used to averaging 90 points a game. This is a team that holds people to 44 points a game. How do you stop them from being frustrated if they don't get their average, and what do you do to break down that defense?
It's a difference of two styles. There's no doubt about it, and we saw that last year in the semifinals, and we were able to come away with the win that day. And it's going to be the same thing, very similar to what we saw 2 weeks ago against Amherst up at Capital University in the semifinals, because depending on who you look at, one's one in defense, Amherst, and then Tufts two, or vice versa. So we know that, but we're okay with that. We can go half court. The biggest thing is for us to not lose our patience, especially on the defensive end, and give up easy baskets because we're trying to take too many chances. We want to keep them in front of us and be able to defend them, and then offensively get us good shots.
Question right here in the front.
Creighton Ramser, from Hero Sports. Excuse me. Question for the players. Your campus is only 2 hours away from Indianapolis, down in the northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area, and from the sounds of it, sounds like you might be a large contingent of fans making the trip up I-74. Kind of like a couple weeks ago when they made the trip to Columbus. How big is that going to be for you guys heading into Monday's game, as far as the crowd support?
Can you start that, Sydney, and then we'll go down the line?
Yeah, it's going to be huge. I mean, just like a home game. Abby gets them all hyped up by waving her hands. Let's go. And, just having family and friends and everybody in the stands supporting us will be huge.
Yeah, like what she said, family and friends get to come watch us. That's huge for us, just like a home game. The crowd's all into it, and, makes us play better, makes us feel like we're at home. It's going to be exciting, though.
Yeah, like they both said, our fans gave us great energy, so we can feed off that as a team, and it's awesome to be able to play in front of most of our families again. So it's going to be great.
Question down here in the front.
Hey, Coach Doug Feinberg, the AP. I was hoping to get your thoughts on the whole weekend so far, what it's been like being part of this Division I Final Four, having all three teams together, or all three divisions together. And on the second part, as a coach, having 2 weeks between the semis and finals, I got to think that's not something that's ideal for you guys preparing.
Yeah, the first part of that question, it's been a great experience to be able to get in here, go to the salute event on Friday night with the 7 other teams and be able to interact with them and be at the Speedway and get a little history lesson that some of these guys may not know about IndyCar racing, and then even the Brickyard 500 stuff, being out there and mingle, and then the fireworks display at the end was nice. The green screen shoot, we don't do that. Let's be honest. We don't have that stuff, and that's fine. And that's something that these guys will take forever with them, to be able to be a part of this, and that's what it's about, is the student-athlete experience. And for us at Thomas More and Tufts, and then Alaska Anchorage and Lubbock Christian, to be able to be a part of it for the first time ever, and they may come back as coaches and be at the Final Four convention, but it's an outside, but we're participants. And that's a big deal for women's basketball, and we're excited that we're fortunate enough to be a part of that. And to answer the second part of the question, 2 weeks, it's been a long time. I don't know. Tufts may have new offense in. They may have new defense. We may have new stuff. We'll find out tomorrow night. It's you got to practice. You got to do some stuff. We did a lot of shooting. I don't know, to try to improve on 35% last year against them. So we'll see if we can do that part of it. But I thought the Easter weekend, and I've said this many times, the Easter weekend fell perfectly for us because they were able to get away from each other. I was able to get away from them, to just relax and be with our families which is very important. And so I think it was good, and then we came back and had a few good days before we were able to get up here and enjoy this great experience.
Question in the back there.
Justin Sweeney from D3Sports.com for Sydney Moss. There's a lot of speculation when you came to Thomas More that maybe it was a temporary stopover. Instead, you thrived. By all accounts, you've been very happy. You've had a great basketball career. You've enjoyed your campus life. You've thrived in the classroom. What was it about it what about the D3 experience that worked for you personally?
I mean, first of all, it was, family comes first. And I was closer to family, mom, grandma, siblings and stuff like that. And then also it just felt right, getting there and meeting, coach and some of the other players, it felt like home. And, I felt like I fit in pretty well. They might think I'm a little weird sometimes, but
No doubt.
no, it just felt like home. Yep.
Question in the back there.
Hey, Coach Frank Agola from IUPUI. I was wondering, you had mentioned how got a very strong defense going up against a very strong offense. Do you have a number in mind? Like, if we get to this number of points, I think we're safe to win it.
Well, considering there's only been 8 games of the 31 that they've given up 50 or more, I would say if we can get to 60 again, I would feel good, but I don't even know if that's safe because they average about 60. So, offensively, I don't know. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a great game, actually. 2 good teams playing, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
Question right here in the front row.
Hey, Coach, kind of a two-parter. Can you first of all, for those of us who haven't seen Sydney play, 3-time National Player of the Year, can you break that down for us, what she does that so well? And then part two, you're on this lengthy winning streak going for a defending national title. You got a 3-time National Player of the Year. Do you see the parallels with UConn, and do you think of your program as that kind of level on Division III?
The first part, talking about Sydney as a player, for those that haven't seen her play, I think for Sydney and our whole team, hopefully we can put on a pretty good show tomorrow. It's watching Sydney play. You're going to see somebody that is very unselfish. You're going to see her do things that you don't normally see a women's basketball player do, especially at our level. And it's fun, to see. It's fun to coach, and I think Abby and Olivia can tell you it's fun to play with her. Because they know they better finish plays or they're not going to get a second chance. Length of the court pass, and if they don't make it, it's not coming a second time. She'll keep it and score herself the next time, and then that's your fault, But that's how she is. That's why she's number 1 in the country in assist-turnover ratio. That's why she's led the country in scoring, and and everybody talks about the numbers dropping, and I don't see it, but it's because the team has grown around and with Sid. And that's, we're not here because of just one. It takes a team now. Getting Sydney to transfer in 3 years ago gave us that player to put us over the top. And to have that one, everybody's got one. Brianna Stewart, she's pretty special, for them. I don't know Alaska Anchorage or Lubbock Christian very well, but those guys have special people. I mean, Kelsey Plum at Washington, they're special players. And then you have to have players around them, and that's what we have, and it's a whole team effort, and she knows that. Sydney will be the first one to tell you that she's got to have everybody else. She can't do it by herself, because it's not how we want to play. It's not family first, so that's hopefully she'll put on a good show, and the team will too. Parallel to UConn, I don't know. It's different ball games. I mean, there's just, you go out to the salute and you watch them on TV, and you see 6'3", you see 6'2", and then you see them in 5-inch heels, and you're like, holy crap, they're 6'8". I mean, I thought we're pretty, we got 6'2" freshman Shelby Rupp, and she's like, I look small. Well, yeah, you do. Yes, sweetheart. Yeah, so, and these guys are saying, Olivia's got some long arms, but nothing compared to what we saw the other night. So it's just a different. I don't know. I mean, do we want to match what they've done? Heck yeah, we do. I mean, but are we going to? I don't know. It's challenges, and it's challenge every year. And you got to recruit well. You got to play well. You got to be lucky, and hopefully we can continue it.
Question right here.
For the players, you faced this Tufts team last season in the semifinals in Grand Rapids, and now here you are, you face them in the championship game here in Indianapolis. Do you draw on the experiences from last season in Grand Rapids as you prepare for Monday night?
Do you want to start that, Sydney?
Yeah, I mean, from last year, obviously they have a different team, we have a different team, so I mean, I think it'll be, a great game like Coach said, but being there last year, obviously our experience, having Abby and Nikki as freshmen and, contributing so much last year that, they have that underneath their belt. So, I mean, I think we have pretty good experience from what we did last year.
Yeah, I think it only helps since we played them last year. We kind of have an idea of what they do, and obviously they have an idea of what we do. But the cool thing about this year, it's a new year, and there's bigger and better things to come. So we just have to, match their talent and just try our best.
Yeah, last year was a great experience for all of us, and I think it's going to really help us that Abby and Nikki did get more experience, and also having 5 seniors. I think that's going to help with the experience part of it. So.
We have time for one more question. Anything? Okay, one last question.
For all 3 of the players, I mean, you're here to play a game tomorrow, obviously, but I'm sure you've taken in the sights and enjoyed the Final Four, being the first time they've had all 3 divisions together. What's been your favorite memory so far of the weekend?
Sydney?
For sure the food. Police escorts, pretty cool. The salute Friday, taking a lap around, the Indy 500. I tried to get our bus driver to go a little bit faster, but he wouldn't. And then obviously, playing in this big arena, with the team I have and obviously coaches and stuff. So I think we're just excited to play, tomorrow, finally play tomorrow after 2 weeks off.
Yeah, I think the police escort thing's kind of cool. Like, you're driving down the street and everybody's looking at your bus. So, but yeah, it's been fun. The salute was awesome. The fireworks, and then getting to spend it with the 7 other teams. That was really fun, and it's just a great experience.
I agree with them. I think the experience at the Indy 500 was awesome because we got to interact with all the other teams. But I think we're all looking forward to the game tomorrow because that's what we've been working towards all year.
And just to piggyback on them, thank you WBCA, thank you NCAA for allowing us to be a part of this event. And it's, like I said before, it's truly amazing, and it's truly a great experience for these guys. We're so appreciative of what NCAA and WBCA have been able to do for us.
Great. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks,
ladies.
Drink after this.